Welcome to another tutorial from Red Rockin' Rig. We're going to figure out today how to calculate string weight in metric. What is the string weight down there? I don't know, but let's find out. So the first thing I'd like to do here is start by drawing the hole with the different pipes that we have inside there like this. And then I will draw the different depths here. And don't forget that they are in meters for this one here. Okay, so we are going to start with 127 millimeter drill pipe up top. The hardest thing about this calculation is knowing the different types of pipe you got in there, whether it's heavyweight, whether it's drill pipe, and how much that stuff weighs. So once you got that figured out, you know this calculation is pretty easy. We start with the 127, which is 29.02 kilograms per meter. We got some heavyweight in there as well, which is 74.38. And we can't forget those nice little drill collars down there, which weigh an amazing 148.22. So the next thing we're going to do here is we have to take those weights and how long those sections of tubulars are. So the first one, you can see we got 3,000 meters of that 127 millimeter drill pipe, which happens to weigh 29.02. You got to time those two together, and you're going to get something like 87,060 kilograms in total. Then we're going to take that 200 times by 74.38. That gives us our total weight of our heavyweight, which is 14,876 kilograms. And last but not least, the 175 meters of 171 millimeter drill pipe, which happens to weigh 148.22. Times those together and you get the 25,938 kilograms in total for that section there. Okay, so now that you got all those figured out for their totals and their sections, you're gonna go through. You're gonna take the 87,000, the 14,000, and the 25,000, and you're gonna add them all together. Now, before on the right there, it was in kilograms per meter. So now you have it kilograms total. So when you take all those and add them together, you get 127,874 kilograms for total. That is in air. What does that mean when I say it's in air? Let's hang on here. Okay, so this is where we're going to introduce the buoyancy factor. So we have all our steel that's sitting there hanging in the hole, but we also have something else in the hole, and that's that mud. That mud's going to make that steel weigh a little bit lighter. So what we got here is the calculation to figure out buoyancy factor. 7850 is the constant of steel. So you take 7850 minus by your mud weight divided by 7850. So in this example here, we got some 1,200 kilogram per cube mud. We're going to slide it up in the formula there. So 7850 minus 1,200 divided by 7850, and we have a buoyancy factor of 0.84. You're going to use this number to multiply your total string weight before we added the buoyancy factor. Okay, so we have our buoyancy factor, which is 0.84. As you can see on the right there, that fluid is pushing that pipe up, so it weighs a little bit lighter. So we got 127,874 kilograms, which we will times by our buoyancy factor. So we will call this our string weight in the fluid, which is 107,414 kilograms in total. Okay, so what we got coming up here is a few little conversions. What sucks is when you forget to do one of these things and your numbers are totally out to lunch. So the best thing to do is write this stuff down. You know, you get your total kilograms, you get times it by your buoyancy factor, but then we have one more thing we have to do. And that's, do we measure the string weight in kilograms or decanewtons? Chances are your weight indicator is in decanewtons. So that means we have to do one little more formula, conversion, whatever you want to call it, to switch it over so that we can actually use these numbers that we have here. So we got the kilogram weight, which is 107,414. The kilogram to decanewton conversion is you take your total kilograms, you times it by 0.981, and that will give you what you reach in decs. So you do that there, 105,373 decanewtons, or 105 kilodecanewtons. When you look at that weight indicator there, you'll just see kilodecanewton numbers. That's when you hear the drillers talking about 105 up, 102 down, 103 rotating. That's what they're talking about. So they're just taking a few numbers off there to make it a kilodecanewtons. So don't be confused by that. Okay, now that we've added all this kilograms together, we've times it by our buoyancy factor. We know what that string weighs from the table down. Now, the thing is, you got in the derrick a top drive or a Kelly, and where's your weight indicator located? It isn't located below the top drive. It isn't located on the string. It's located on your deadline. So that means that everything past the deadline, you have to add into this as well. So you have to add the top drive. Sometimes people add the drill line. It's another thing to consider there as well. You got the top drive, you got the Kelly, blocks, etc. You got to add that stuff on. So this example here, our top drive is going to weigh 23,000 decanewtons. So what that means is we got to take the 23,000 plus the original string weight we had in the hole, and in the grand total of things, we have 128,373 decanewtons total hook load in fluid. So when you're looking at that weight indicator, that's what you got. Okay, so a quick recap. Know what kind of pipe you got in the hole. Know how long it is. Figure them all out, add them all together. Get your mud weight. Get your buoyancy factor figured out. Convert her over from kilograms to decanewtons, because that's what we use. We don't use kilograms, we use decanewtons. Once you got the total string weight in decanewtons, add your little blocks and your top drive there in decanewtons. Bada bing, bada boom, you got it all figured out. What I got here is I got a flow sheet thing. You know, you take it up there, it's got different pipe sizes, and all you got to do is add your links in, times it out. You just follow the whole process through. Tell you what, you guys subscribe to my channel, give you a little message there, I'll send it to you for free. Check it out, I got lots of other stuff like that too. Makes it easy to walk through. I like it, I use it, I suggest you too. I want you guys to share this video with your friends, and remember, don't forget to subscribe.